Hello everyone, welcome to Ida's Tailoring. There are so many ways to repair and fix your garment. Every tailor has their own way. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I repair a rip very close to a pocket in a pair of jeans. So let's go! These are the jeans that I need to repair, and as you can see, they are ripped just beside the pocket. They have another patch at the other side, but I think this rip is way bigger. The best way to proceed with this repair is by opening the pocket. That way the patch will be very well reinforced. And as you might know, most of the time I use my blade, and I find that the tacking of this pocket is so decorative that I don't want to open it. So instead, I'm gonna take my scissor and I'm gonna go very careful and cut just right besides the tacking, the part of the fabric that is of the pants, not the pocket. So I'm gonna have a rip and a hole a little bit bigger than before. But don't worry, we're gonna fix everything. So when you decide to patch, the material you use is somewhat important. For example, this one is the same color but doesn't stretch at all, while those jeans, oops, they don't stretch either. I thought that they were stretchy, I don't know why. So I was going to use that stretchy material, which is a different color, but better to use the same color and the same texture. So I'm gonna turn my pants inside out and I'm gonna try to make that part flat. I think if I use the ironing board, will be a little bit more comfortable and all flat. I'm gonna try to accommodate very well the fabric, and I need to put a patch that cover not just the hole but as well a little bit of the healthy material. And I'm gonna use a pinky shear scissor to cut my patch. That way it doesn't fray too easy without the need to use a bulkier finish like a serger. I think that my patch now is a little too long and I can cut out a good inch or two. You see, you want it big enough but not too big. I cut it and now I think the length is perfect. And now I'm gonna see how can I accommodate the fabric very well and glue it at the same time. Of course, I always like to use hem fusing tape, and as I said before in other videos, I prefer to glue the edge only just to manipulate a little bit better afterwards the rest of the rip. But I have a lot of colleagues that prefer to glue the whole thing, and as well a lot of colleagues that prefer to hand sew a little bit the hole. That way it's more safe and secure. So this is what I have, and I'm gonna go to my sewing machine, but first I have to find the perfect color so I can blend my stitches on my jeans. You see, the blue thread of the jeans is still there, and I'm gonna use this glue. This is water soluble, so it will go when you wash it, and I'm gonna glue that thread to cover this white part. So as you can see, although the concept is the same, each patch is different. This is why I like to say the art of patching. I'm gonna make sure to flatten out that thread so it will cover all the white at the top. For some reason, that thread is now longer than the ripped, so I'm gonna make sure that at least the top part is well put. I'm gonna stitch on top, but this time I'm gonna stitch making like a long zigzag. And of course, I make sure that the length of my stitch is very small, around 2. Now I'm gonna make stitches along the grain of the fabric, and this is very important so you don't see them too much. With the hole, I'm gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down to cover that hole. And then I'm gonna try to find a way to accommodate the rest, and when I think everything is secure, I'm gonna still make a few vertical stitches just to be in the safe side. I'm gonna make sure that I'm cover all the patch, and I'm gonna do another horizontal stitch over the hole we did when we cut the zigzag just to secure it. Then what will really reinforce my patch is by stitching it over the flat fell. Oops! Oh, whoa. one of the tags that are very big decided that she wanted to be in the way. And now I have two options. One is to cut that tag and just leave it there, and the other is open all those small stitches and start over. I don't need to tell you which one I did, right? It will be very beautiful. So now I'm gonna close my pocket now that everything is done. And I'm gonna make sure to try to pull it a little bit, but not much, because you don't wanna make that pants smaller, or we don't wanna pull anything. I'm gonna take the original thread and I'm going to try to find a good match, and I was very lucky. This is the most common jeans thread. It's the Gold Levi's, so we could say that is the classic one. I'm gonna change my thread and I'm gonna stitch my pocket. Of course, remove all the little thread, the old stitch, because you want it to be clean and nice. Something that I have to tell you is that now we have to try to copy the original length stitch. But I have a thing with my machine. See, I set this machine for sewing jeans only. So this machine, I set that machine with here, so the stitches are longer than stitching a regular machine, because jeans usually have longer seams, and then here in the plate are thicker and bigger than the regular, so it can craft better. So this machine, I use it only for thick material. I have two other industrial computerized sewing machines for the rest of my alterations. As you can see, the Fit Dog have normal teeth. They are skinny and narrow, in contrast of the Fit Dogs of my jeans machine, which are very robust, and it makes my machine a horse. Well, I said that because now it's not that easy for me to know exactly what would be the right length to match the length of my pants. But what I do is to try to go little by little until I find the right length of the stitch. And as you can see, now it's following in the original holes, so I think I'm good now. So I'm gonna close my pocket and I'm gonna make sure to back stitch at the corner of my pocket. So my pocket will be very strong and nice, and this is the result. As you can see, it looks very good. I wish that it would cover more the white at the sides, but I think if we compare it with the beginning, I think we got a very nice batch. Sometimes you might want to not open the pocket because it's a little bit more job, but please let me know in the comment if you think this way was worth it, the result. And if you find this video useful or entertaining, please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!